Welcome back, friends. And this time we are going to see a new thing called as basic VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, could be done in very complicated ways. We'll be learning it, in further more exercises. But to begin with this one, very simple VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is probably the most used functionality of Excel by all the professionals who are using Excel extensively. What VLOOKUP does is that it will allow you to search a certain thing and bring the details about it. For example, here, if you look at it here, the data on the top here, we have just now, in the exercise, broken these things into name and city. So that's how we have already done it here. And now it is a time for us to go ahead and bring the detail. For example, for each of the employee ID, there is a last name, the name and the city. So those are details which are available here. And now what I want, for the given employee ID, not for each of them. Few of them, I want to bring their last name, which is here in this column, and the city, which you have already broken here. How do I fetch those details? And that's where a function called as VLOOKUP could be used. Again, start with is equal to triggers that you are entering a formula. You are going to give some instruction to Excel. So here I go VL. The moment I say VL, VLOOKUP came here, So VL, the moment I find this, I will press tab, rather than typing it. Don't type it because you can make a small mistake into the spelling. If you tab it, there are no chances of making any mistake. Now look at it, what he is asking. He is saying, what do you want to look up? You want to look up this employee ID, which means what do you want to search? Remember the next one, he's saying table array. Where is the table? Remember when it says table, table means multiple, rows and multiple columns together in a structured way. That is called as the table array. I wish to search it into this whole table, from employee ID, I'm going up to this and then coming down up to this. So basically in this whole table, remember I am pointing it, it will automatically take there. B93 is the lookup value. If you look at it here, it is a lookup value. B2, B89 is a table array, comma. Now he is asking column index number, which means if this is the table array, I will find out the employee ID in the first column, which is the column from where you want the data to come. You want to bring it from third column. Look at it here. First column is the employee ID. Second column was that, that combine sort of name. The third one happens to be the place where the last name is there. So I need to type number 3 here, which means column index number. Final one, he is saying that do you want to do approximate or exact match? Remember, friends, you need to do exact match so that, for this exact employee ID, he should come. What does it mean is that if you select approximate match or true, if the same employee ID is not seen, it will search the nearest employee ID and bring it there. Now that would be wrong. If you don't get, let's say, whatever employee or roll number 10, he should not bring, the details for roll number 9 or 11. He should come back and say 10 is not available. So exact match is required, which is false. So double click onto the false, it will get typed there. So it is now done. Now close the bracket here, which is completed, and he will bring this, So that's how he has brought it here. However, friends, before you pull, if you try to pull this down, you will not be very happy to get the results. For a simple reason is that this B2 E89, just note this B2 E89 is moving down the line. If I come to this formula, it has become B6 E93, which is there. And from the first snippet, what you have to notice that you need to lock such ranges, whatever. Remember B93, you should not. B93 is this. You should never lock B93 because it should be moving for each of the copied area, while B2 and E89 has to be same. So I will go ahead and put, F4. If you press the F4 key, it will put dollar before the alphabet as well as before the number, So E89, if I press F4, it will become $E$89. It will not make any changes in the given formula. However, when you pull it down, you will realize that it is now bringing right results because this B2 E89 has now been main constant. You want to bring city now, job is very easy, friends. Third column was the last name, city is fourth column. So go ahead and copy this. Remember, if you copy this here, it will not work because here B93 has become C93, relative reference. Okay. So if you wish to actually do it that way, if you want to copy it, what you should do, here you go ahead and lock column B. Remember, so you need to put only $B93, not $B $93, because 93, which is the row, should change for each of the formula, but B should be common. Now, if I pull this here, you will get the same last name came because the number is 3. 3 means the third column. You know it is in fourth, so type replace 3 with 4. It will bring in the last name. Now remember, there is one more thing. If you double click, you bring the cursor like this. When you get such a plus sign, double click, it will automatically copy up to the place where there is a data. So this is the VLOOKUP, which is very extensively used, functionality all over. There are more ways to use it. We'll be learning lot more, variants of the VLOOKUP in upcoming videos.